Bom bidom. Bom bidom. Bom 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 bom. Yabada 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 yabada. Right, left, who knows? Just a bit of testing for what might be a bigger streaming day Friday, possibly. So, just checking the brokenness. Yeah. At least I'm not streaming private again, so somebody might accidentally watch. Oh, my monitors are almost invisible. Where's the chat? Where is that chat? He's working. No, yeah, alright, that's good. Let me get on track then. I'm just testing out a bit of Grand Prix Legends here, because it's legendary. 20 years old. And I got it running fairly well, so I figured with my Thrustmaster T2 do some old school simming and streaming. So I'm testing to see if what about the audio, video, if everything looks and sounds terrible, then it's spot on. See if the chat's all working and all that sort of stuff. And then Friday, hopefully, a couple of hours of random engine too low. Yeah, I dialed it down quite a bit. Can I do this? Am I still in control? Oh, I can still control. Oh, that's nice. Oh, control-ish. Oh, yeah, it's this is the date. Thank you very much. Ahem. Grand Prix Legends with animated flag people. Oh, and it's quite difficult. Oh, that's too late. I think I brake too late. Slightly dead. Yeah, and we got ourselves unstuck. Oh, I'm in somebody's way. Oh, it's just my teammate. Sorry. Apologies there. Oh. It's not an easy game. It's not an easy game. Very much not. I think the audio is now a bit on the loud side, isn't it? OBS warning me about all sorts of redness. Redness. Oh, mouse screens. Just a test, remember, just a test. Hey! Dinos are watching. Hi Remco. You find me in a hedge. I blame my equipment. What could go wrong? Back of the grid, Monza. Full tanks. I think they are on empty-ish tanks. BRM, bye. Bye. Oh. I remember this. This is typically how long races lasted. Oh no, okay, okay. Did he just cut across on me? I think he did. Like, where is that guy coming? And how do I... What? No. Bonnie, merde, qu'est-ce que tu fais, merde, alors. No, no. Nothing has changed, has it, in all these years? Finding the right camera takes a little while. So here we are, Joe Bonnier. What? Me? There? Look at him just... Oh! Ooh. Owned by Joe Bonnier. Let's do that again. Skip. Yeah. So, I'll try to not die instantly. We'll see how that goes. So, like I said, if it's choppy, 36 frames per second, and ugly, that's right how it should be. Wheel spino. Eagle is just standing still. So be a bit careful with this AI. So I want to make it past that concrete thingy there. Yeah, a wimping out here. Got a tank on my left, also known as a BRM. Good exit. Oh no! Saved it. No. Slightly dead. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Anyway, this is just a bit of... everybody's dead. Just a bit of a test. It's a stream. I've moved house a while ago, so this is on advanced... Ooh! Fiber interwebs. Hence the 720p stream. So just making sure it's working, if the audio is okay, that sort of stuff. With my Thrustmaster T2. Oh, it's so hard to control these old school input devices. And admittedly the game sim is a little weird. So if any of you are still watching, how's the stream? All technically okay. Then who's this guy? Is it Sunday afternoon? Oh, I guess it is. Oh, it's a Brabham. Those are some ooh, skid marks. Right, ooh, waved yellows. Typically for me, but this time no. Force feedback is terrible. Oh, I forgot. about this. Making it, yep, making it. Well, as good as it seems to be working, I think I'm gonna do this Friday evening. Oh, lift. Ahead of Clark. I'll make a short announcement video and then Friday it will be. Unless the steering wheel or the pedals break, which is fairly likely. Serious face. Oh, watching the chat. Don't do that. Yeah, the force feedback, obviously I don't have any on this Thrustmaster. It's very strange. I have a reasonable idea what's going on with the force feedback, but as if it's only doing like a simplified tire force feedback part and it ignores the suspension geometry part of the force feedback. And that means you need to have like some centering spring enabled, because without it, the force feedback goes absolutely zero after a certain amount of steering lock. No feedback at all. It was added to the game later, I think, as well. It wasn't originally in the game, and then a couple of patches later, I think they put it in. Oh, jitter. Miraculously though, my steering wheel has improved itself. It was very jittery before and seemed I just had to do a couple of laps of it, and now it's probably a lot better than it was back in the day. Oh, saved! That's how you do it. We're only sitting in a bathtub of fuel. What could go wrong? Oh. Somebody really went straight on there. I don't remember that being a red like barrier there, but okay. Yeah, so the whole point of all this GPL stuff that I'm gonna do is it's gonna be deliberately unmodded, and I'm going for the experience as it might have been 20 years ago if you had a high-end PC and then you had like a Voodoo 3 and a Pentium 2. You could run at 1024 by 768. That's the resolution I'm running. And no modded cars or sounds. As original as it was, to really get a taste of that 1998 feeling. So, I think I caught up to somebody again. So it's deliberately unmodded. I realize the game can look a bit better and sound a bit better with all the mods, but there were no mods in 1998. That took a while. Whee! That was the best feature. Oh, made it. It's certainly not easy. I can only imagine how hard it must have been because I only had a Pentium 200, a Pentium first generation, didn't get 36 frames per second, which is the maximum the game ran at, with wobbly game port steering wheels. Very hard to control 14-inch monitors. I'll just finish this race. If I that's optimistic always with GPL. I'm gonna finish the race. It's a bit of a gamble. Meanwhile, the tiny little bit of tension that was in my Thrustmaster steering wheel bungee cord system is already more or less gone. Overtake. It's a Ferrari. It's actually cool to see that there's a lot of mechanical failures happening in these races with the AI. Another one bites the dust. And it's gonna be me, and it's gonna be me. It's very early on the brakes, but overconfidence is the number one cause of Grand Prix Legends death. The Joe Stiffy in front of me. Yep, that's an apex there. Those pixels on the right that I'm avoiding. Oh, watching chat. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's some. Oh, I'm crooked. I'm Hillary. Jeez. I think I damaged something. The idea was that since this is GPL and there's no super force feedback and everything distracting me, I can actually interact a bit more when I do the stream on Friday. I recall stories and tell my version of stories and show some pictures in the meantime and do some races and all that sort of stuff. But I'm finding it quite tricky to do the driving and talking. Oh, I'm braking. So I have to take some brave GPL pills and hope I can actually follow a bit of chat while not crashing, but that's at least as difficult as it would be with 4 laps and 5 seconds. I can catch Joe Stiffy. Stiffmeister, I'm on your tail or something. No, not yet. I'll have to reposition the monitor, so I'll put the chat in a window here. I think I can do that, so I don't have to like look over to the right hand side. So the idea is just to have like a bit of a throwback Friday, because this game is now 20 years old and it's very important for a lot of people who are sim racing now in their 30s and 40s. It probably started with GPL, and quite a few people may not have played it or only heard fake stories told by old men. Is that me? So yeah, hopefully people get an insight of what GPL was about. Like vanilla, original, unmodded, with some stories. And just a bit of fun, some practice and some AI racing. Oh yeah, you should not apply opposite lock. That's one of the flaws, the many flaws actually in the game. If I just went for the full understeer, I would have saved it. That's very... You know, in hindsight this was a milestone sim, but you have to do illogical things, and I find it very hard to drive illogically. And there's a whole can of worms to open about it being quite similar to iRacing. That any opposite lock you might have seems to work differently than in a lot of other sims. Anyway, that's not going to be the main point of Friday. I don't want to compare it too much with iRacing or anything like that, but it just... I tried a bit of iRacing the other day and no life at the limit. And here you have to do the opposite of what I would normally want to do, like apply a bit of opposite lock when the back steps out. Just go for the full understeer. That's gonna save your slides better than trying to catch oversteer with opposite lock. Anyway, can I catch somebody? I can catch some understeer. Ah. Watching chat on 200 miles an hour. Chat, it whizzes by. Oh, understeer. Just gonna run the default setups. My skills have faded many years ago, and GPL was the only sim in 1998, and now of course there are more. So there was no other way of driving, because all you did was GPL, and its illogical things you just took for granted. And now it's hard to get back into the driver's seat. Oh. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the... Yeah, I like that feature. So underrated. And the pit board being held up for you as well, and always being a lap on track overtake. A lap behind. 42 seconds, 1 lap to go. Okay, gonna do this. So if everybody is fine with the video, the audio, and the big talent behind the wheel, that's good to know. My fiber connection being used to upload some 1024 by 768 GPL. Wash out. Thrustmaster T2, original equipment, original GPL, no mods, low resolution, old school all the way, including the old fart behind the wheel. Meant to do that, just a bit of excitement. Fangboner, that's a real name. Nah, it's... At the limit it's very difficult to control the cars. I was like... When the back steps out, I expect to be able to dial in a bit of opposite lock. Control the power side with opposite lock, and that's something that's very hard in GPL and iRacing as well. And that means that that's the way I want to drive, be at that ragged edge and always be at the edge of losing control. And that, if you drive like that, games like GPL and iRacing are almost undrivable. Whereas it's fine in Automobilista or in Assetto Corsa, for example, or R-Factor 2. Some weird difference. Hi, animated flag man, who was ahead of its time. Right. Oh, jeez. Chill out, it's your cooldown lap. How did we do? Not last, is what we did. Surtees did the quickest lap. What did I do? Ooh, a very slow lap, because I had full tanks as well. Okay. Well, nice. That all seems to work. Was a bit of work getting it to work, but yeah. Okay. Ooh, the newspaper. This was such a nice touch. Well, we're gonna go all misty-eyed on Friday, as recalling the near perfection that was Grand Prix Legends. For now, thanks for checking in. Those few people that did, I know that it's technically somewhat functional. Let's hope the wheel doesn't spaz out when I do a live stream on Friday. And yeah, I'll make a short announcement video. Let's see, I know. Perhaps a couple dozen people show up and go misty-eyed, and some young guys who heard about GPL but never got to play or see it will have a look at how it was 20 years ago. Thanks for watching this, guys. This is just a quick test, and I might see you on Friday. I'll announce it and stuff. Whoa, 45 watching now. Popular. I didn't even do my hair. I never do my hair. Alright, guys, if you like that, see you on Friday. Bye bye. How do I stop this? Oh yeah, that you do that in OBS, just like you always did. There's a button to stop streaming. Ah, it's there.